Hey everyone, it's Marianne with Akashic Inspirations, and this is going to be our reading for this week, starting the 13th of December, running to, I believe it's the 19th, which will be next Saturday. Yeah. I'm actually doing this on the 12th, so I wanted to talk a little bit this morning about our 12/12 portal for today. Yesterday was the new moon in Sagittarius. Today is the 12/12 portal. So lots of energies, lots of kind of we're getting assistance. We're getting a lot of help, right? Of letting go of contracts and letting go of these final issues that have been really kind of been a major force in our life, and not necessarily is it benefiting us any longer. So a lot of us are getting in people that have passed over from um, um, maybe our loved ones or our family or friends, or even from past lives, coming over to help us release contracts that we established with them. And the message basically is, when we were in 3D, when we were in the physical, and we created this contract with you, like for instance, my mother, who passed away many years ago. I was very young. I was in my early 20s when she died. And, I made this contract with her as she was dying, to be the stable one, to be the protector, to be the one that took care of everybody. And, just all of these things, right? That I made all these promises. And so she's kind of come back to me saying, we don't need that contract anymore. You don't need that contract. And if I had known then what this contract, how it would affect, this huge portion of your life, I wouldn't have made it. I would have realized that you didn't need to make this contract with me. And even though you have made this contract, it's okay to let it go, because where I'm at, in the place that we are at, we no longer need to have these contracts in place, right? These things that have been either binding or limiting to us are things that we can let go, because what's coming now in 2016, and these new energies that are coming in towards the end of the week and beginning of the following week, which will be the winter solstice in the north, summer solstice in the south, but combining that, which will bring in the full moon on Christmas. So all of those energies are going to actually culminate the energies that we started and our intentions that we started yesterday. So it's going to help us really fully release during the full moon these contracts that have been binding us for either eons, or at least in this lifetime, and in the last, let's say, 10 to 15 to 20 years. So they're really these deep seated contracts that we've made, heartfelt made with somebody, because we really meant it and we really guided our life based on these contracts that we did, to be a certain way, or to act a certain way, or to do certain things, that we've actually kind of guided our life that way. And they no longer want us to have that as a burden on us. They want us to be able to be released, so that we have space in our life, space in our auras and our energies, to really flow into the new energies of 2016. So a lot of messages have been coming through. Like I said, these spirits, these past ones who have loved, this energy of love that they're coming in with. So if you're feeling loved ones around you, they probably are. They're probably trying to get the message through to you. If you have difficulty with that, and you have that sense that there's a message for you and you need some help, then please feel free to go to my website, akashicinspirations.com. I'd be happy to do a reading for you, to be able to help you connect with those loved ones, or with that sense of trying to release a contract that you have made, and to help you find out what that contract is, right? There's the ding, confirmation, right? What that contract is. And you'll find that also many people are exiting this dimension right now. A lot of people, just in the last week alone, I think I've heard about 8 different people who have passed away. So a lot of people are exiting right now. So know that that is a contract that they have, agreed to, that they've agreed to exit at this time, in order to make way for the new births that are coming into the new year, the new children, the new energy, right? They've agreed to this, right? They've agreed to this. It doesn't make it any more easier when you're in grief, and you're missing, you're suffering with the end stages of this person's life. or even sudden departures, right? It can be very difficult for us who are left behind. So if you need healing for that, I can also help you with that. So go check out my website. I do different types of healing for you. I do different types of readings. There's half an hour Akashic. There's an hour Akashic. I'd be more than happy to work with you during this time to help you through this difficulty and to really help you connect with your spirit, your source, and your higher self to get you through the messages that are needed for you. So a lot of people really like that I had pulled a card, I think the last time, from the Sacred Geometry of Janash. So I'm actually going to use those today as the main focus of the reading, and then maybe pull a card or two from the Angel Heart Sigils or the Indigo Angels as our blessing for this week. So as we're enjoying these portal energies, and I know it could be a little distracting. They're a little up and down, right? A little disoriented, feeling a little lost, but that's okay. The card and the message that comes through is openness. So we need to be open to receiving these messages. Again, ding, right? So we need to be open to receiving the messages from our loved ones, from the spirit world, from our inner sense. It's about going into deep meditations. By the way, if you want a fantastic, beautiful new moon meditation, please go to Ron Schaefer's YouTube channel. I did it last night and it was amazing. It was really, truly an amazing, eye-opening experience. So as we go into the beginning of this week, be open, be receptive to these new changes that are coming in for us, right? What I love about this is this electricity. It reminds me of the Tesla coil. Here we have the two squares creating the 8-pointed star, right? So infinity. It reminds me of infinite abundance. And you see how this energy just crackles from the center, right? So be open to your own wisdom. Be open to receiving with your heart, and then you can let that flow out, right? Let that openness flow out into the universe, and then have it flow back into you. So we'll see what the card for the middle of the week wants to come out to be. And I just love these cards. They're all based, actually. He gets confirmations by seeing crop circles. He actually got this information first, and then he started seeing these crop circles with the exact same designs of what he'd been working with. And here we have the Freedom card. So when we are open to receiving, we also open ourselves to being liberated, to being free. And the colors of this are just amazing. They're the purples and the deep, it reminds me of the color of blood. So I'm thinking bloodstone. So bloodstone may be really good for you to work with right now, even though that's a grounding stone. But being open, and I'm seeing these circles, even though there's 6 of them, I'm seeing it as a flower, right? So having the freedom to blossom, having the freedom to be liberated from these contracts, being liberated and free to really start living the life that we're meant to live. And that's what 2016 is going to do for us. It's going to bring in these mutable, changeable. Everything is going to be changing. Okay, so don't get used to things. Things that have been happened to you in the past, and ways and routines that you've used in the past. Guess what? They're not going to work. So you've got to be able to release them. Be open to getting new information. How are we supposed to be handling these new energies? And you will get the messages about what is right for you. How is best for you to be able to adapt and be flexible and being free to receiving the information. And then so for the end of the week, we get the abundance card. And I love this. Here's an eye, right? So I'm thinking Eye of Horus, the symbol, the Egyptian symbol of the all-seeing eye. So it's all purple. So we're talking about third and fourth eye, working with your inner vision, your inner wisdom. And then that opens the doors to your abundance, right? I love that these all remind me of kind of like a binary code. They look like all of these, it just looks like, geometric symbol binary codes that were maybe being downloaded at this time, which I wouldn't be surprised, especially with this 12/12 portal coming in. So I love the messages this week. So we've got being in openness, um, accepting the freedom of choice, the freedom to be liberated, and to the freedom to be choosing and working with these new energies. And that's going to be bringing in this abundance of wisdom, prosperity, openness. Even though it's the abundance card, I know we're trying to stay away from the abundance word or what it really means, because abundance, technically the word means having just enough. So another ding. I don't know what that's from, but confirmation. So, but what we want to do is go above and beyond. We want the freedom to be able to really open ourselves up to thinking big, to thinking about the biggest picture for ourselves that we can have for this new year. All right, so I'm being actually drawn to pulling a card from our Indigo Angels, because I want something that's kind of down to earth for us. Okay, so these are our etheric messages and the sacred geometry of working with Metatron, but I want our angels to give us something that's super practical for us. You know, how can we really apply it in the day-to-day, which is important. Oh, look, okay, 2 cards that they want us to know. They want us to know that we are special. Okay, we are special. We're special because we're here. And here's this angel. It seems that she's not really wanting to accept that, right? She's got her head down. She's kind of doubting that. So for those of you who have been doubting that you're special, or doubting that you have any type of ability to connect and to be intuitive, to be telepathic, to be clairvoyant, to be a clairsentient, if you're doubting these abilities and doubting yourself, know that we each have these abilities within us. We each have the ability to read our own Akashic records and to read for others. We do have those abilities. Whether you choose to express that and expand upon it and practice it and learn it is up to you. We have the freedom to choose what we want to work on in our lives, and to the skills that we are interested in acknowledging that we have within us. But all know that no matter what it is that you choose, that you are special. And the last message I get is you are loved. So not only are we special, but we are loved by our angel. We are loved by our the ones that have passed on and that are no longer with us, and but are here in spirit now, that they're coming back, that they love us, and that love is never ending, that love is eternal, and that love is undying. And I love that we have the juxtaposition of the red calla lily, right? And the white of the angel of his back. So even though he has his back, it's like a shyness about accepting and receiving. So this is about being open to knowing that we have those loved ones, right? That they have surprises for us, that they have this undying and unending love for us always, and that they are there for us always. We don't even have to acknowledge them. They're willing to just give that to us. That's what they're here to. They're here to be compassionate, because they know that we are here in this dimensionality, which is difficult at times to get through, and to know that we are supported, to not believe that we are not alone, that we are special, unique, and we are loved. So beautiful messages from our angels. I love that, how that has come through for us, and to really let us know that during this time of the holidays, of Hanukkah, of Christmas, of Kwanzaa, whatever it is that you celebrate or that you honor, to know that this special energies that are coming in this month are about being loving and compassionate towards yourself and towards other, and to and to live in that moment of accepting that love also in return. So I wish you a fantastic week, and I look forward to sharing with you. We will be doing a new event for the new year. It's going to be about self-love and helping you connect to your divine complement, to your twin soul. What's going to prepare you for that? So I see the lighting here going in and out, and I will leave that for another video that I'll talk about that, but just look forward to that. We'll be posting it. It'll be Ron from Simply Intuitive, Deborah from Intuitive Deborah, Dia from Maurice Oasis, and myself. And we'll be doing this really special, loving event for you. So I look forward to being able to give you more information on that, and have a wonderful week. Namaste.